XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. If you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was here, exactly within this, we mentioned any trade setup, any trade based on the small correction of the lag, we consider as a short-term trade. Okay, because we want to see whether the price can break the previous low or not, previous top or not. Okay, and the only thing, since right now anyone get the trade within this move, they have to start to manage. Okay, and now we want to see whether still we can this one look at this one to trade similar to any of this as a small correction of lag, or we can expect to get a bigger correction. Mostly if we get a bigger correction, it can give us better trade setup. But right now the flag we really have to consider as a short term, because almost near to the previous top, and we want to see whether the price can break or not. In this case, we move to higher time frame, we move to daily chart. If we want to look for continuation based on lower time frame, we have to get a proper correction for trade setup. Rather than that, maybe the price can consolidate within this range for the longer time. And now we want to see how we can look for trade. If we move to forward chart, okay. As I mentioned, if we want to look for trade, we have to get the correction here, proper correction. All right, because the reason is still this one can be a correction, bigger flat in relative to this. Again, we are not interested in the sale, but if we want to look for buy, we have to be aware of this, because we want to see the price whether it can break this top or not, which is exact values of 1.54. All right, the reason is we don't want to buy then the price drop, because still we can look for internal bigger flat for relative to this. And even if we get any drop, the possibility of the price to retest this low is very less. We can expect to get the deeper correction before next move. That's why if you want to look for trade, we have to get the proper trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, we want to see what we have based on 1 hour chart. And right now we don't have any trade setup as what we are explaining. The only things what we have, we have a small correction similar to any of this. Any trade with this we consider as a short term. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage. But we're looking for the bigger confirmation, either the bigger correction or flat, to look for continuation. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If we get any small trade based on the small correction of lag, we consider as a short term. But if I see any proper trade setup that can confirm for the continuation, then I will share. Thanks.